Okay, so here we go. So remember, there's two ways that you can do it. You can either do it by converting the mixed numbers into improper fractions, or you can first add your whole numbers, convert or change your fractions so that they have the same denominator, then add, then convert, then add. Okay, so there's a few different steps that you need to remember and two different ways. So if we quickly do an example, then I'm going to ask one of you to help me. So let's say we're busy with number 4, okay? So we can first, by one step or one method, we can add our whole numbers. So 5 plus 8 gives us 13, okay? So our whole numbers are added, and now we want to add our fractions. However, our denominators are not the same, so we first need to change them so that they are the same. And the first smallest common multiple for both of these will be 20. Okay, so in order for our denominators to both be 20, we need to multiply the 4 with 5. Okay? Remember, if we change our denominators and we multiply it, we have to do the same at the top. So if we say 4 times 5 at the bottom, we need to say 3 times 5 at the top. And 3 times 5 gives me 15. And then we do it the same, the other fraction the same. So here we said 5 times 4. And what we do at the bottom, we have to do at the top. So we also say 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 gives me 12. Now I'm allowed to add my numerators because my denominators are the same. And 15 plus 12 gives me 27. And our denominator stays the same. However, this is now an improper fraction because our denominator is bigger than our numerator. Our numerator is bigger than our denominator. So now we need to convert this to a mixed number. Now, by converting, we take our numerator and we divide it with our denominator. And 27 divided by 20 leaves me with 1 as our whole number. 7, the remainder becomes our new numerator, and our denominator stays the same. Okay, but we are not allowed to forget about the first addition that we did when we multiplied, added our whole numbers, and 1 plus 13 gives us 14. Okay, so there's my answer. Are you two both fine with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, one of you, can you please help me to do, let's say, number 5? Okay. Oweto, you're going to help me to do number 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can use the other method if you like.
So it's 10 times 1. Plus 1 is 11.
Okay.
Over
So,
10.
okay,
And
so
then
just
5
wait.
times.
Okay, so you are converting your mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then you're going to add. Okay, perfect. And then our next fraction?
5 times 5 plus 2.
And that
It's
gives
27
me,
over 5.
what does that give me?
27 fifths.
Okay, give me 27 fifths. Okay, are we allowed to add these two?
No,
Why not?
because the denominators are not the same.
Okay, so how are we going to make the denominators the same?
We're going to say, we're going to see which number has factors of 10 and 5.
We'll find the smallest common multiple for 10 and 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is the smallest common multiple for 10 and 5?
10.
Well done, 10. Okay, so meaning the first fraction, what's going to happen to the first fraction?
We're going to change it into a mixed number.
No, meaning that the first fraction is going to stay the same because the denominator is already 10.
Oh.
Okay, now what's happening to our second fraction?
The numerator is going to stay the same, but the denominator is going to change into 10.
Okay, so if we change our denominator, okay, and we said 5 times 2, because 5 times 2 gives me 10, right? What is my rule?
Yes.
Whatever I do at the bottom, I also need to do at the
Top.
top. So if I said 5 times 2, what am I supposed to do with the 27?
I'm supposed to multiply it with 2 as well.
Okay, so if we take 27 and we multiply it with 2, okay, what's 7 times 2?
14.
14. 4 down, 1 carries over. What's 2 times 2?
4.
Plus the 1?
5.
5. So now we are busy with 55 as our new numerator for our second fraction. What's next?
We divide 54 with 10.
Missing a step. Have we added our two fractions yet?
Oh no.
No. So let's quickly add our two fractions. What's my new numerator going to be?
It's going to be 65.
Okay. And what's my denominator going to be?
It's going to be 10.
Okay. Now we are busy with what type of fraction?
We're gonna make it into a mixed number.
Okay. And what fraction is this at the moment?
It's 65 tens.
Okay. But
Tens.
what type of fraction is it at the moment?
Improper
There you
fraction.
go. Okay. So how are we going to convert this to a mixed number?
We're going to divide 65 with 10.
Okay. And what, do you know what's the answer?
Yes,
Okay.
it's
What's the
6.
answer?
6.
Okay, 6. So 6 is going to be our new whole number. Are you sure it's only 6? So does 10 go into 65 6 times and that's it?
Yes.
And so what happens to the 5? Because I'm sure 10 can't go into 5.
It's going to be our remainder.
Okay,
And
so
it's
if
going
our
to be a
remainder is 5, what is that going to be now? Is that going to be our whole number, our numerator, or our denominator?
our numerator.
Okay, so 5 is going to be our numerator. And what's our denominator going to be?
It's going to be 10.
10. Perfect. Now let me quickly ask you, this 5/10, okay, is that in its simplest form?
No.
No. How are we going to change that to our simplest form?
I was going to say divided by 2, but I cannot divide 5 into 2.
Okay, let's look at the factors of each number. What are the factors of 5?
It's 1 and 5.
Okay, and what are the factors of 10?
It's 1, 2, 5, and 10.
Okay, now what is the highest common factor?
It's 5.
5. So we can say 5 divided by 5, and we can say 10 divided by 5. What will that answer be?
It will be 6.5.
6.5. Perfect. Thank you, Owetu.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, guys. Let's just do the next one. Riafana, are you going to help me with the next one?
Ma'am?
Are you going to help me with number 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how are we going to do number 6?
Ma'am, number 6, you're gonna have to say, you have to add your. Ma'am, you have to add your
Whole numbers?
whole numbers.
Okay, and what is 5 plus 7?
5 plus 7 is 12.
Okay, it is 12. Now, we still need to add our fractions. So how are we going to add our fractions?
You're gonna say 4 times 2.
Okay, but quickly look here. What is the smallest common factor or common multiple for both of these numbers? Look between the two. So you can say 4 times 2, but then you're going to get a big denominator, or bigger denominator than what you need to. You're going to do more work than what you need to. So quickly look, what is the smallest common multiple for both of these numbers? If we look here at 4, okay, give me the first 5 multiples of 4.
It is 1.
No, remember it's not factors, it's multiples.
Oh.
So it's 4 times 1 is 4, that's the first one. What's the second one?
4 times 2
2 and gives
is
me
8.
8. 4 times 3 gives me 12. Let's just do the first 3. Okay, now let's do the 2. Okay. So the first multiple for 2 is what?
It is 4.
Okay, now 2 times 1 is 2.
2 times 1 is 2.
2 gives me 4. And 2 times 3 gives me 6. Okay. So now if you look at these 6 numbers over here, which 2 are the same?
It is on the 4, it's 4, and at the 2 is 4.
Okay, so these 2 are the same, meaning that these 2 are the smallest common, because they are both multiples. Okay, so this is what the denominator should be. It should be 4. So meaning this fraction is going to stay 4 and it's going to stay 3/4. But the half is going to change because we want to change the denominator to 4 as well. Now what did I need to multiply 2 with to give me 4?
It's 2.
2. So I said 2 times 2. And whatever I do at the bottom, I need to also do at the
Top.
top. And now what's 1 times 2?
2.
2. Am I allowed to add my 2 fractions now?
Yes.
Yes. And what will my answer be?
It is going to be, the top is going to, the numerator is going to be 5, and the denominator is going to be 4.
Okay. And this fraction is what type of fraction?
An improper fraction.
Improper fraction. And we don't like improper fractions, so what are we going to convert it to?
To mixed fractions.
To a mixed number. And how do we convert to a mixed number an improper fraction?
You You divide.
Okay, so I'm going to take my numerator and I'm going to divide it with 4. How many times can 4 go into 5?
Once. No.
Once. Okay, and will there be left a remainder?
Yes.
What will the remainder be?
1.
1. Okay, so it's going to be 1, remainder 1. What is the whole? What is this? The answer without the remainder? What is that going to be? Our whole number, our numerator, or our denominator?
A whole number.
Our whole number. And what is my remainder going to be?
1.
Okay.
No, it's going. Yeah, 1.
Okay, but what is it? What's left? Our numerator and our denominator is left. So what? Which one is it?
It is our numerator.
Okay, and what's my denominator going to be?
4.
4. Are we done?
No,
What's left?
you have to add the whole number.
I have to add my starting whole number, and 12 plus 1 gives me
13.
13. So what's my answer?
Your answer is 13 and 1 over 4.
And what is 1 over 4?
A fourth.
A fourth or a quarter.
A quarter.
Yes, there we go. Okay. Now, if we carry on to subtraction. So basically, the same rules that we used when we're adding, we have to now use when we're subtracting as well. Meaning that we cannot subtract if our denominators are not the same. And when we subtract and our denominators are the same, they stay the same, and we only subtract our numerators. Okay. So if we look at the first one, we have got 2 sixths, and we're going to minus 1 sixth from it. So because our denominators are the same, we are allowed to minus 1 from 2, and 2 minus 1 leaves me with 1. If I would like to draw a picture, here's my circle, my hole, and now I'm dividing it into my 6 pieces. Because my denominators say we need to divide it into 6 pieces. Okay, so there's my 6 pieces, and now I am starting with 2 of them. So I only have 2 sixths. Okay, there's my 2. But now I need to take away 1, meaning that one of these I need to take away, so therefore I am only left with 1. Okay, so that's the picture option. If we look at number 2, we start with 2/3. So we just look at this part. Here's my 1/3, and here's my 2/2 third, and now I'm taking away 1/3, so I'm only left with 1/3. Okay, got that. Nice and easy. Now, if we look at, let's say, number 3, I've got 11s, and I start with 8, and I'm taking away 6. Because my denominators are the same, I am allowed to minus my numerators. Therefore, 8 minus 6 gives me 2. Okay, so who is going to help me with the next one? Let's ask Galaxy 18. I'm not sure who that is.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Who am I speaking to?
It's Bukamso.
Okay. Can you help me with number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's my answer going to be?
Your answer is gonna be 5 The numerator is going to be 5 and the denominator is going to be 10.
Okay, the denominator is definitely going to be 10. And we are allowed to minus because both denominators are 10. But quickly go back to your numerators. 7 minus 3. Are you sure that's 5?
Yeah, it's 5, man.
Okay, quickly hold up 7 fingers. And then take away 3. How many fingers are left?
It's 4, man. It's 4.
Okay, good. Now, look at this. Do you think this is in its simplest form?
Nope.
No. Okay, so what are the factors of 4? What numbers can go equally into 4?
2.
2 can go equally into 4, but there's 2 more. What are those 2? 1, and we have got 4. What are the factors of 10?
5.
We've got 5, we've got 1, we've got 2, and we have got 10. Now, if you compare these 7 numbers, which 2 numbers are the same?
2 and 2.
Okay, so these are the same, meaning that these 2 are the highest common factors of 4 and 10. So we're going to take those 2 and we're going to say 4 divided by 2, and we are going to say 10 divided by 2. Now, if I look at 4 divided by 2, what will my answer be? What is 4 divided by 2?
2.
2. And what is 10 divided by 2?
5.
5. So now my simplest form is 2/5. Got that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, so that is the subtracting of nice and easy simple fractions. And now I can go on to the next one. And the next one is nice visualizing. Okay, so now you can actually see what you are taking away from what you started with. So here we start with 9/10, right? And we want to take away 4 of them. So if we draw these 4 on them, so we're going to take away that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Now we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to draw those 5. And we need to write down the fraction, which is 5/10. But now if you look at this picture, you can clearly see that if I have 5/10, I also have 1/2 of the whole circle. So 5/10 is also 1/2. Okay, let's do the next one. Here we've got 7/7 and we've got 3/7. Now if you look at the 7/7, you can see that the whole circle is colored in, meaning that we also actually have 1/2. Now we want to take away 3/7, so we're going to take away this part and this part and this part, and we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4/7. And then we write down 4/7. You can also see that this is clearly its simplest form. Okay. Now, who's going to help me with number 3? So easy. Sorry guys, I just need to unmute one of you. What's my answer going to be for number 3?
It's going to be 4/6, and then our simplest form is 2/3.
Okay, so it's going to be 4/6. And if we draw our picture, we'll clearly see that there is 1/3 and there's the other third. So it is also
2/3.
2/3. Perfect. Thank you.
Pleasure, ma'am.
Right, and then Ria, are you going to help me with the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, do number 4 for me, please.
It's going to be 1/8.
It's going to be 1/8. And is that the simplest form?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. It's the simplest form.
Yes, that is the simplest form. Remember, if the numerator is 1, it stays like that. You can't simplify 1 even further. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the last one is left for our last participant. Can you help me with number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is my answer going to be?
1/4, if I'm correct.
1/4, which we also say is 1/4, and we color in 1/4. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.